Good morning and welcome back for another video on myself, Darren, HCV Class 1 driver here in the UK. Time is just approaching 7:15 with a 6:30 start this morning. So we've checked the Aphrodite, make sure everything's all road legal there, and same with the trailer we're going to be using today. All the stock that is to be delivered for today is all secured with internal straps. Don't need to use the ratchet straps on this slot. No damage to any of the cables. The side straps are all in good condition. Tyre tread is all good. And the side of the curtain is in great condition as well. For our destination in Leeds, it's 60 miles away. And realistically, it might be just past 9 o'clock. So we're looking at about a 2-hour drive with traffic included. Unfortunately, I think it's going to be a lot later than 9 o'clock. ETA has already gone up to 20 past 9 for arrival. The traffic, as you can see down the East Lancs at the moment, it's just stop, start, stop, start. I've got at least 2.5 miles left on the East Lancs before we even reach the M60 to then join onto the M62 and following that all the way up to Leeds. And I'm hoping it's not the M60 itself which is causing all this backlog. Could possibly be roadworks on the A5 Theta. But either way, not moving anywhere in a hurry, unfortunately. At least it's not an accident. It's a 4-way control for these roadworks. So that's what's caused all the delays. Then we've got 50 miles still left to go, and 2 miles before we're on the M60 itself. Turns out the M60 isn't much better either when it comes to the traffic. Currently doing road works on down the middle section, trying to change the barrier. I think they're changing it from metal to concrete. Been a while since I drove up this way. I'm going to say it's at least 12 weeks since I came up Leeds. Been doing a lot of southern routes lately, haven't we? Mainly London and Bristol areas. And Kent. Ideally, I need to try and move over to the next lane. We're going to be getting a lot of cars in this lane that I'm currently in. Not going to be trying to pull over. Jump in last minute. We're on 50 miles per hour because of roadworks. Then it goes to national speed limit because the roadworks are finished. And then straight back to 50 miles per hour on the matrix sign for this junction, and then the junction after, well, the matrix sign after, back to national speed limits. 50, 70, 50, and then 40 on the slick road. Can't make his mind up, can it? Hopefully that's the worst of it out of the way. However, we've still got to get past the Bradford area. That always gets backed up as well. Time is currently 20 to 9. 43 miles left to go. Once on the M62 section of the motorway, over the moors and all the way past Bradford, it's been nice and clear. 56 cruise control currently. Still got 11 miles to go before our client for the first delivery. And when I checked it earlier on, it was just off the M1. So I don't think it's too far from, what's it called now? Sweat Lake Services. I can't think what it's called. Outin Lake Services, I think it is, top of my head. So I don't think it's too far from there. However though, the ETA has gone right up, and now it is currently standing at 9:45. So that means I've had an hour in delays already this morning. And the time is currently 9:30, just approaching. As long as we get there before 10 o'clock, we should be okay, because it's still within a 30-minute window. So if I turn up at 9:45, I'm happy with that, considering how the traffic was this morning. And if the traffic stays the way it is, we should be good. Trying to get onto the M1 from the M62, and as you can see, traffic's fairly heavy here as well. We've got roadworks currently underway, down to 50 miles per hour. I think it's only for 1 or 2 junctions though, if I can remember off the top of my head correctly. And I've only got 5 miles left to go, so hopefully it shouldn't take too long of a delay. Is what it is though, no point stressing about it. Alright, it seems to be free flowing further down the road, I can see, for the M1 itself. And a lot of the traffic backlog seems to be on this slip road, trying to come onto the other slip road with all the traffic. So technically it's 3 lanes merging into one, because you've got 2 lanes merging into one on the right hand side, as you can see, and then we've got our lane moving over as well. Now let's see if they want to let me out, which I don't think they do. He was thinking about it. They can't let me out originally, wasn't gonna let me out, but that truck's bigger than yours. You can see me indicating there's plenty of space anyhow. There we go, that's not too bad. We'll go coming off following this junction here for the M1. And just a minute, back up to national speed limit. Keep it down to the left. This is one of the main reasons why I always try and avoid Leeds itself, especially if I'm driving up towards the Newcastle area. I'll always go to the M6 northbound, then cut across the A69. It's just a lot nicer to drive, less traffic. I was quite surprised though, driving past Bradford there was no traffic. Makes a very nice change. Ah, there it was, Leeds Skelton Lake. That was right before. I'll take my break there on the way down. I'm not too sure what we're going to be doing in the afternoon after we made this delivery. With any luck, it's going to be a side tip. It's going to be a pretty fast side tip. There's only about 20 pallets to come off, so it shouldn't take too long to get unloaded, in theory anyhow. A little bit of engine braking. Bring me back down to 56 from 57. It's quite a heavy trailer, so I need to make sure you keep on top of the engine braking. You don't keep an eye on your speed, you can easily run away to 58 to 60. And at the same time, you don't really want to be using your brakes too heavy so they don't burn out. Can I move over? Is this... no. Slick road. I weren't too sure whether it merged into 4 lanes. Coming off now anyway for the A63. I'm going to be following the A63 down towards Leeds itself. I don't think I've been to this client before, but however, the industrial estate that we're going to, I believe I have been there a couple of times, maybe different business. It's a good thing about driving, you get to experience plenty of different locations when you're visiting them. I wonder if that's one of them big bio burners what are in front of us. Looks like the one they're trying to build next to the M5 at Birmingham. Rightio. So we're going to be doing left, give way to the driver. Should be alright there, next to each other. Time out. Right, we should be around here somewhere. I couldn't find it when I checked on Google Maps. Maybe it's this place up ahead. So the postcode was directly above it. And it is food related. We've got powdered milk bags, I think. I really do hope I'm at the right place. Pulled up to the barrier, there's nobody in the security hut. Rang through on the little intercom. HCV, no entry, perfect. So I rang up on the intercom and it just opened up. So I presume I'm at the right place. So I'm just going to park up next to these trailers and have a walk across. I do like them little retro Citroens. Look pretty cool, don't they? Looks like my hunch paid off. We are in fact at the correct place now, signed in with goods in. Just need to head over towards Bay 5, I think he said, and there's a couple of drivers up there at the moment, so there might be a little bit of a wait between now and getting emptied. I do presume it's these trucks what parked on the left hand side that I'm going to have to wait behind. I think so anyway. Is that bay 5? Yep, perfect. Let's spin it around and get into bay. Now it's playing the waiting game until we're ready to be called across. Spoken to the FLT guy. As soon as he's finished loading up the double decker, we can then get into position over there to get unloaded. Go spin the trailer around so we can get a good angle. A little bit like so. So I'm swinging out to the little bit to the side, then coming back in, and then I'm following pretty much that black line with the rear axle, a little bit of steer, coming back, straighten it up. Careful with the forklift. Perfect. Taking literally no time whatsoever. Nice and quick unload. I think it's taken around 10 minutes to take off 24 pallets, which I'm happy with that. Nice little view out the office window this afternoon whilst we're travelling over the moors. See for miles on a clear day. Time is just approaching 12:30. I've had a 45-minute break over at Hartmoor Services. Not had any lunch yet. I'll grab some a little bit later on. Probably got a couple of pot noodles up at the top. I know they're not the best for like a stable diet or anything, but it's got to be better than a service station McDonald's, hasn't it? I know it's a lot cheaper because it won't cost me anything because it's up there already. Too hungry at the moment. See how we get on later. Overall though, it's been quite a nice drive up to Leeds and back so far anyhow. Been given quite a few collections to make on the way back down. First one is over at Outin, collecting I think it was either 7 or 9 pallets off the top of my head. And then I've got a 7 pallet collection over in Birchwood, that's in Warrington. And then after that we've got a couple around, I think in Ashton. Unless I'm just dropping everything off, and then it might be a collection. I think it's either in Ashton or I think it might be in Liverpool, depends how we get on. So as it stands, down to Outin, across to Birchwood, over to Ashton, drop off, and then to Liverpool, Knowsley Industrial Estate. And it'll most likely be a full trailer as well. Normally do from the client, like making the collection from. back to about, I'm going to have a guess at 5:30, maybe 6:30 finish tonight. Going to the sat-nav, I'm due to get to the job in Earlham. It's 26 miles away and we're looking just over 30 minutes drive to get there. Best way to get there will be going down the M62, as what we're currently on, following it down to the M60 ring road, and we're coming off the junction just before the Trafford Centre at Earlham, and then down the little A road. I think it's the A56 off the top of my head, could be completely wrong by the way, but I'm sure it is the A56. Drive through Earlham, make the quick collection. It's a nice big yard that they got as well, site it. Shouldn't take too long to get 9 pallets loaded. And then following that down the A56, straight to Woolston, then cut through Woolston to Birchwood. Saves coming back onto myself, getting stuck in all the traffic on the M60 ring road to get onto the M62. Really warm today. Managed to avoid the rain, which is always good. Last thing you want, isn't it, getting caught out inside the rain? It's 15 degrees currently. It's meant to be really nice at weekend actually, come to think of it. One of the container drivers. Which docks to go into. Oh, I need to try and move into the left lane just so we can get around this incident that's happened on the roundabout, and I'll let the tipper driver in then as well. I think there's enough space to get around it. I'm not sure how that's happened. Looks a nasty one. Don't think anyone's injured too much. Perfect. Not blocking a junction there. Turns out I was slightly wrong by the road name by 1 digit. Instead of the A56, which I thought it was, it's the A57, which comes down through Lim. And it makes driving through Lim so much better since this carriageway opened up. It's probably been open about 10 years, or probably a little bit longer than that to be fair. But I remember back in the day, you've had to drive all the way through Lim itself, and you used to get stuck at all the traffic lights going through, especially where the train station was. It used to be a bit of a nightmare back in the day. I think it's longer than 10 years actually this has been up. It's got to be about, I might go say 20 years maybe. I think I'm showing my age a little bit there. Either way, I remember it though. Only got a mile left until we reach our destination. Time has just hit 1 PM, so we're not far. and hopefully we'll be driving out there before 1:30. Place in Birchwood are fairly quick as well to get loaded up. Seems to be a fairly nice day today though. Nice blue skies. A little bit cloudy, but it's a lot better than what it has been the last few days. Travelling through Birchwood, just gone over the Birchwood bypass, heading down towards the M62. And then we're going straight across the roundabout, and our client is on the estate to the left. We'll drive past it. A couple of ways you can get in. You can go right down to the end and come back in yourself, or if you just hit a left here at this roundabout and then cut through. Oh, it always brings back good memories driving through here. This is where we grew up originally, around Birchwood. I remember coming on here as a kid getting chases. Oh, it was right little shit back in the day. I remember they used to have security cameras around here, and we were probably only about 10 years old or something, 10 or 11. Used to come round, give the lamppost a little bit of a shake where the security cameras are, and used to come out and chase us on a little milk float. Oh, that was going back some time. Things you do as a kid though, eh?
Side pedestrian.
How much it's changed around here though since that day.
Side pedestrian.
Still building new units around here actually. Right, our client is just here now on the left. The yard looks a bit busy. Must be getting new racking for the warehouse. Yeah, very busy indeed. I wish I'd reversed in now. Oh well, too late, I'm here. So I couldn't really get the swing of initially. That's a bit better. Let's get through that gate. This is going to be the tricky part. I've got a silver bollard on either side. I've got to be careful with the cab, make sure it doesn't go. Now I've got a clear sight down the other side of the road, so I was hoping they would have stopped. Careful with that other silver bollard on the passenger side. pretty close to it. Do you know what? Some people so impatient. It's unreal. I wonder why accidents happen. Two near misses just then coming out of there, and they're both on the side I can see coming. It's the worst thing about it, they can see them moving back, and they still continue to try and squeeze between the truck and the passenger side curb. And that's why when I reverse out onto a main road, I always keep it close as I can to the curbs, just in case you get idiots like that where they don't want to stop. So we keep it close as you can to the curb. The other side, I've got a bit more time to see you and slow down. But they never slow down. They see you and put the foot down and try to get past. Unfortunately. Right then, a little bit of change of plan. We're not going directly back to the warehouse to get unloaded. Instead, we're going over to St. Helens. Over in St. Helens, we've got a couple of deliveries to make, or collections, shall I say. I think it's 3 or 4 different locations we're going to, but luckily 2 of the clients are in the same location, pretty much next door to each other, so I won't have to move the truck to make them 2 collections. Which is always good. As the time's currently 2:30 approaching, I reckon I've just gone 3 o'clock when I get to the first one. Arriving now at the first 2 jobs at St. Helens. It's the place where we was at yesterday actually. Just got to take it nice and wide. It's a fairly tight corner this bit. Perfect, nice and clear. Park it up in the middle, and then we get loaded up from both sides from both companies. Not that I was getting unloaded from that site right in the corner before the DX turned up. And there he comes. That was nice and easy. A bit more of a left turn. Back to the right, straighten it up. Time has just hit 3:10. And our next one is just round the corner. We're about 1.5 miles away. 2 pallets. Shouldn't really take too long to get there. Fortunately, it's going to be a little bit too late by the time I finish today to go pick little man up from preschool. But however, I did get to do it yesterday, which is pretty rare to be fair. But it's always amazing when I see his little face just light up when he comes out. He just runs over, gives me the biggest cuddle, screaming daddy. Oh, it's the best thing ever, honestly. It makes your year. Not just your day, but your year. And it's not going to be that little for that long, is it? Because he'll soon grow up. God, he's 4 next month already. God. How is my lad? 4 years old. Nearly already. Looks a little bit tight up there. Okay, are they reversing back? Yep. I'm just waiting back here for a minute. Actually, I don't know what's happening. Are they waiting there for an unload maybe? What's going on? Oh, buddy. Blocking the whole road. See if we can get past. Might just be enough space. Yep, I think we might just make that. Okay, that's not too bad. We got through there. However, this corner is always hit and miss. Doesn't look too great. Just that taxi here. Should hopefully. Nice and slow, just creeping it through. Keep an eye on the passenger side, looking out for that tail swing, same with the headboard swing as well. It's one of the good things about driving around London. If you can drive around London, you can drive around anywhere. After all, a road is just a road. It's just a little bit more busier. At some places. Right then, we're making a collection right where the guy in the blue hat is. Seems like everybody's blocking everybody in today. Right, I'll let the DX out and then I'll park across the way where that guy in the forklift is. That's where I need to go. Go on, mate. I'm parking here on the side. Yeah. Hopefully that's going to be strapped down as well. I know it's banded together all the pallets, but ideally you need a strap on that as well. So I've got a car behind me as well now. It's always a little bit tight on this estate. Right, my guy's there with the pallet ready. So there's 2 to collect from this one, and then another one came on a system, 2 pallets to collect pretty much the next street down. There, it's got it. You all right, mate? I don't even think that was 5 minutes just then. Whip the curtains off and away we go. Right then, what should be now the final collection for the day. It's 3:30 already, and there's only 2 pallets to collect from this next one, so hopefully it's not too long, but there can be a little bit hit and miss. I've been here before for like 40 minutes for 2 or 3 pallets. I suppose it just depends on the time of the day. If it's like a shift change or anything, that always adds a little bit of effect, doesn't it? We're doing a left onto Abbotsfield Road, which also could be quite a busy road actually, this little section at the front. got two H&M trucks down here. So H&M's a company I used to work for, just seeing riggers. I'm not too sure that was. Straight into the ramp. Which means it should be a quick turnaround. Quite close to that trailer parked up already, so I'm going to get them both loaded up on the driver's side. So we'll go follow this little line. Gives the forklift driver plenty of space then. And away we go to Ashton. Need to take this really wide so I can swing it back in. This gate is pretty narrow, so you need to come at a good angle with it. If you cut the corner too much, you're going to be hitting the side of it. Alright, we can get off now. Just hit 4 o'clock. And it's going to take about, this time of the day, I think about 40 minutes, give or take, to get back to the yard. So I reckon 20 to 5, get there. Hopefully there's not a queue. Get unloaded straight away. And then be finishing for around 6, half 6. Sounds realistic. There's riggers, I think. Yeah, it's getting loaded up. Have a little catch up. Move over here for 2 minutes. How you doing, mate? Yeah, not bad. Quick 30-second catch up before forklift driver needed the space again. It's good lad, riggers. Right, which way? I can't say which way I'm going now, obviously I'm going to the left. I forgot where I was going then for a second. Traffic seems to die down a little bit, which is good. There's a couple of schools around this little area, so I got stuck in the traffic on the way down. So that seems to have cleared up nicely. Back at the yard now and the time has just hit 20 to 5. All I need to do is put some labels on, get offloaded, and then jobs are good in. And best of all, there's nobody in the queue, so I'm going straight into the warehouse right now, go be getting unloaded, and then driving back to Haydock, parking up the unit, parking up the trailer, and then off home I go. With the time currently being 5 to 5, I reckon I'll be finished and going home for about 20 to 6. So I'm really happy with that actually. I'm going to call it a day on the video, so thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you again next time. As always, keep it trucking, stay safe. Bye for now.